12 days into the criminal trial of Sean "Diddy" Combs, the courtroom has heard whispers, testimonies, and bombshell allegations. But today, the silence broke. A former assistant stepped forward, and what she revealed wasn't just disturbing, it could change the entire trajectory of this trial. From alleged sexual assaults to violent outbursts and even candle wax-stained hotel walls, this isn't the version of Diddy the public is used to seeing. The assistant who broke the silence. Her name is being kept private. The court refers to her only as Mia, a former assistant who worked closely with Diddy for years. What she shared in court was nothing short of horrifying. Breaking down in tears, she described a life behind the scenes full of fear, control, and abuse. And what's more disturbing? Her story mirrors many of the allegations that singer Cassie Ventura has already made. Hotel horror scenes. Mia's job wasn't just scheduling meetings or carrying luggage. One of her roles was to clean up hotel rooms before the official staff arrived. Why? To avoid letting the world see what Diddy left behind. According to her, these rooms were a nightmare. Covered in candle wax, broken glass, oil smeared on walls, and at times, even blood. Mia testified that when she once asked about the blood, Diddy casually told her it was period blood. Just let that sink in. Violence behind closed doors. It didn't stop there. Mia described several violent incidents, not between celebrities, but directed at her. One moment stood out. She was rushing to complete one of Diddy's demands, but paused to change her tampon. Blood was dripping down her leg, and when she returned, Diddy exploded. According to her, he threw a bowl of spaghetti at her, screamed obscenities, and kicked her out of his house. And that wasn't a one-off. She also claimed he threw a computer and even turkey meat at her on separate occasions. The birthday incident. Then came the most gut-wrenching part. Mia testified that the first time Sean Combs sexually assaulted her was in 2009 during his 40th birthday party at the Plaza Hotel in New York City. She says he asked her to speak with him in a private kitchen, poured her vodka shots, and things quickly spiraled. She said the alcohol hit her in a way it never had before. Her vision blurred. She lost focus. He allegedly moved close, slid his hand up her dress, and kissed her. She couldn't speak, frozen in disbelief. The next thing she remembers? Waking up in a different room the next morning, with no memory of what had happened in between. A pattern of assault. Mia hoped that incident was an isolated mistake, but, according to her, it wasn't. The next time came at Diddy's Los Angeles home, where she said she awoke to the weight of a man on top of her. It was Diddy. He undid his pants and allegedly assaulted her while she lay frozen, terrified. Then again, another time. This time in a closet. Mia was on the floor packing a bag when Diddy walked in, exposed himself, and forced her to perform an act she says she never consented to. Another assault happened, she claimed, on a private jet. Each time, she said, she felt shame, confusion, and fear. And each time, she stayed silent. Cassie's echoes, the control and jealousy. If Mia's stories sound eerily familiar, that's because they align with the now public allegations made by Cassie Ventura. Prosecutors are attempting to build a racketeering case, suggesting these weren't isolated events but part of a larger pattern of control and abuse. Mia confirmed she witnessed Diddy using sex tapes as leverage against Cassie's music career. And there was one incident that escalated violently. At a party hosted by Prince, Diddy allegedly showed up enraged, attacked Cassie, and had to be pulled away by Prince's own security team. The celeb connections. Jealousy. Unleashed celebrity stylist Deontay Nash, another witness, claimed Diddy was obsessed with Cassie's interactions with other men, especially famous ones. During cross-examination, Diddy's defense team tried to twist the narrative. If Cassie was so trapped, why did her own stylist set her up with other celebrities? Specifically, Nash admitted to introducing her to actor Michael B. Jordan and confirmed she'd also been linked to NFL player Andre Branch and an unnamed NBA star known only as Brandon. The defense's argument? If Diddy was so controlling, how did Cassie have room for other romances? But this logic backfired for some in the courtroom. Jealousy and control don't disappear just because someone is flirting. In fact, they often intensify. A RICO charge, or just chaos. Here's where things get legally murky. Prosecutors are pushing for a RICO charge, usually reserved for organized crime. But as the testimony piles up, some jurors may be wondering, is Sean Combs an orchestrator of criminal enterprise, or just a dangerously jealous man spiraling out of control? The prosecutor's timeline is all over the place, and some legal experts say they're not connecting the dots clearly enough. Still, the emotional weight of what's been said can't be ignored. Will Diddy testify? One question is beginning to swirl inside and outside the courtroom. Will Diddy take the stand? His lead defense attorney, Mark Agnifilo, told TMZ before the trial began that he didn't think he could stop Combs from testifying. But after what we've seen, that now feels like a long shot. Still, stranger things have happened. And this case? It's full of surprises. What started as a high-profile case has now morphed into something darker and more unsettling. Mia's testimony paints a portrait of a man far from the polished public image. A man accused of creating a world of fear, control, and violence. But the trial isn't over. More witnesses are expected. Mia's cross-examination could change the narrative. And Diddy himself? He may still have something to say. And if he does take the stand, the world will be watching.